I remember the day my parents dropped me off at Blackwood High School like it was yesterday. The imposing facade and eerie atmosphere didn't go unnoticed, but they assured me it was an excellent institution for my education. Little did we know the horrors that lurked within those empty halls. As I walked through the school's creaking doors on my first day, an overwhelming sense of dread washed over me. The air was thick with an unsettling stillness, and the flickering lights seemed to mock my discomfort. I tried to shake off the feeling, attributing it to first-day jitters. Soon, rumors started circulating among the students about the school's dark past. It was said that decades ago, a malevolent entity haunted the school, seeking revenge for some long-forgotten tragedy. Nobody knew the truth, but the stories were enough to send shivers down our spines. I made friends with a small group of students who were as curious as I was about the mystery surrounding Blackwood High. Together, we decided to investigate the rumors and find out if there was any truth to them. We spent our afternoons in the library, poring over old yearbooks and dusty archives. One afternoon, while we were digging through old newspapers, we stumbled upon an article dated back to 1945. It spoke of a tragic fire that engulfed the school, claiming the lives of several students and teachers. Among the victims was a girl named Emily, whose vengeful spirit was rumored to haunt the halls of Blackwood High. As days passed, strange occurrences became frequent. Doors slammed shut on their own, cold drafts swept through the corridors, and eerie whispers echoed in the empty classrooms. We tried to brush them off as mere coincidences, but the feeling that we were not alone persisted. One evening, we decided to conduct a seance in the abandoned basement of the school, hoping to make contact with Emily's spirit. Armed with candles and an old Ouija board, we gathered around in a circle. "Emily, if you're here, give us a sign," I whispered. At first, nothing happened, but suddenly, the candles flickered wildly, and the temperature dropped drastically. Fear gripped us, and I tried to break the connection with the spirit, but it was too late. The planchette moved frantically, spelling out a chilling message. "Get out now." Terrified, we fled from the basement, but the hauntings only escalated. Emily's presence seemed to follow us wherever we went. I started having nightmares of a girl with hollow eyes and a hauntingly sad smile. Her ghostly figure would appear at the foot of my bed, watching me as I slept. As our mental state deteriorated, we became desperate for a solution. A local historian revealed that Emily was accused of starting the fire that claimed her life and the lives of others. The truth of her innocence had never come to light, and her restless spirit sought justice. Armed with this new information, we set out to find evidence to prove Emily's innocence. Our investigations led us to a hidden room in the school's attic, where we discovered a box of old letters and photographs. Among them was a letter written by the real arsonist, confessing to the crime and framing Emily. We decided to hold a gathering in the school's auditorium, inviting the entire school to share our findings and seek forgiveness for Emily. As I stood on the stage, surrounded by my terrified peers, I read the letter out loud, urging the real culprit to come forward. Suddenly, a chilling gust of wind filled the auditorium, and Emily's apparition appeared before us. She looked at me with her hollow eyes, and a sense of sorrow washed over me. I handed her the letter, and as she read it, tears streamed down her ethereal cheeks. In a heart-wrenching whisper, Emily thanked us for clearing her name and releasing her from the burden that kept her spirit tethered to the school. With that, she vanished into thin air, leaving behind a sense of peace that had been absent for decades. The haunting ceased after that day, and Blackwood High School became a place of learning once more. As for me and my friends, we couldn't help but feel a profound connection to Emily and the school's troubled past. We vowed to honor her memory and never forget the price she paid for crimes she did not commit. Even now, years later, I sometimes catch a glimpse of Emily's ghostly figure in my dreams, but instead of fear, there's a sense of gratitude. Her story serves as a reminder that even in the darkest places, justice and compassion can bring light to the shadows, and that sometimes the scariest horrors are the ones that haunt us from within.